Welcome to Divine Time. I'm your host, Missy Sunseri. I'm a hypnotherapist and NLP practitioner. And today we have a special guest, a comedian. And a lot of performers do not want to be perceived as a bad person when they are performing. And even though they may be saying jokes or, sharing their music, they still care about how they are perceived. So today we have our beautiful guest, Wrenn. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to be hypnotized.
Oh, nice. Nice. I'm excited. So what brings you in today?
Okay, so like you were saying, I do have a fear of being perceived. Some days, the shit that comes out of my mouth is just totally unfiltered and I'm totally confident to say whatever. And then there are some times when I'm like, ooh, that was a little bit too harsh. I genuinely care about other people. I feel like my life's purpose is to help people. And so when I say certain things, I don't seek out to offend people. I don't seek out to hurt people's feelings, but inherently some of the stuff I do say is very abrasive. And because it's true, because it's my observation, or even if it's just an opinion that I have, it could offend a certain person, and I don't like doing that. I stand by what I say most always, but I don't enjoy making people feel sad.
That's understandable.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's totally understandable.
Yeah.
So this being perceived, did it start before your comedy? Or
Yes.
when do you first remember being worried about how you're perceived?
I think in childhood, I would observe things and I would say the truth about a person, and I would be reprimanded. That's not a nice thing to say. I grew up in the South, so it's like, act like a lady. Don't say that curse word. Don't say that opinion. You're prettier when you sit up and just smile. Those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So I think like in the back of my mind, that's always there. And then it keeps me from, posting the content I really want to post or like really going in on something. And I mean, I'm just now getting to a point where I feel comfortable. I just don't post my stand-up clips. One, because I'm still like working out some of the material and I don't want to post it because I don't want people to watch it online and then come to my show and be like, oh, we thought we were going to hear something different,
Yeah.
So that's one reason, but I want to get to a place where I can, just post whatever I want.
Yeah, just feel free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in some days I wake up and I do, but then I like have regrets after I put, because I'm like, oh, that was like too harsh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like maybe, people talk about they go through like spiritual awakenings, right? And I feel like I went through several spiritual awakenings and you learn different stuff after each one. And I went through this phase where like I wasn't telling any jokes. I wasn't doing anything. Like I was just focused on like doing the right thing and being holy and heartfelt and compassionate and feeling for everybody. And I like took it too far. So now I like had to like backtrack and I'm like, no, you can still be a good person and tell jokes that are funny,
Yeah.
So I that's like the headspace I'm in. I don't know. I'm also like a huge overthinker. I overthink everything.
No,
I'm like talking a mile.
No, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I mean, the one thing is we do have the yin and the yang. We live on Earth, so it's okay to have those other urges or even express the dark side of life.
Yeah.
Make a joke on the dark side of life.
Exactly.
And we need more laughs in this world right now.
Oh God, I know we do. And my brother died, which I told you before we started filming this. My brother passed away 2.5 years ago. I have a whole stand-up. I have about 25 minutes about his death. And it's been very healing for me. And I'm sort of learning with the crowds how to say those things. But I mean, people get offended by it. And I'm learning to be okay with offending some people because I know there's more people that I'm helping with it. Because, just as many people who tell me, oh, that was so offensive, just as many people come up to me and they're like, oh, that was so relatable. My brother died, some odd years ago. And that made me feel okay to laugh about it or, whatever. So I think just tuning out the bad voices.
Yeah, exactly. And
you can't be liked by everybody.
No, you can't. And, we had a similar experience. I lost my brother when I was 21. And the thing is about those dark times, to make light on it, it makes you feel better. Like, you don't have to sit in the negative of a death. forever. Also, celebrate the positive. And if you can, make fun of it a little too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm somebody in my downtimes, I'll laugh at it.
Yep.
You know, I'm not taking it too seriously. I'm laughing. I can't, you know, this is happening. This is really happening.
Yeah.
So we need more people like you to talk about those things.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got this.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah. So is there a joke or something that you would tell about your brother that you're worried about being perceived wrong? Or a topic?
Not necessarily just any, I mean, it's really just everything.
Yeah.
You know, I say some crass shit.
Can we get an example?
I mean, okay, like, so I don't want to say the joke in case someone watches this and then they come to my show and it like ruins the punchline or whatever.
Yeah.
But okay, so an example is like, I say like, my brother died doing what he loved, fentanyl. Like, I don't like that's,
Okay.
it's so dark.
But
then I have like this whole bit about how I was at the funeral home. We cremated him. That was his wish. And this whole bit about how the funeral home director like chunked a bunch of the boxes at me, and I like had to catch them. And he was like, oh, this is so heavy. He's like, what is this? Like a football player or something? Like talking about my brother. He's like a heavy boy. And I just was like so horrified. And then like the next box he threw at me, he's like, I want you to guess what that was. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, elderly woman. Thin, frail, thin and bones.
Oh,
and then like the third one he threw at me was like a little, like it was like a really small box, and I was like, oh my God, please no, don't let this be. And it was like neighbor's cat. I was just like, thank fucking God it wasn't a fucking baby. Yeah. Anyways, but like it's like I could have chosen like one of two things that day. I could have been like, how dare this man like disrespect me when I'm grieving. But like this man is around death 24/7. Like he has to make light of it. So, and honestly, like I'm still telling the story to people and making them laugh with it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like those, like you'll get like the one or two like super Christian people like in the front who are just like horrified that I talked about, like, you know, in like the cremation process, like there's people who get offended because you're not supposed to cremate because of their religion and like whatever. So I just like, it's impossible to worry about all that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of impossible to please everyone.
Yeah.
Especially today.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to try to find
one
little thing.
Yeah.
But you're doing the good work.
Thank you.
So, how would you like to be perceived?
Oh, God. Well, obviously it's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
we know that.
A given, but when I try to be funny, I'm not funny, actually. But who is?
Yeah.
I want to be perceived as a good person, but I think I need to come to the realization that not everyone's going to think I'm a good person, and that is okay.
Yes.
I'm not going to be a good person in everyone's story, because in everyone's world, because I have to make hard decisions. You know, we were talking about astrology for this, like my Mars is in Aries. And so I'm very feisty, like the way I communicate, the way I go after what I want. And sometimes I get like afraid to step on people's toes. And if I almost like feel bad if I get an opportunity and I had to like, and I don't step on people's toes to get what I want. I'm very kind to people, but it's like, I almost feel bad for the other person that they didn't get it. Does that make sense?
Yes. So sometimes with that, it can be a belief inside of ourselves that we're kind of giving, you know, giving that power away from ourselves by giving it to them because you deserve it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's something that we're definitely going to be able to work on and get rid of.
Great. Let's get rid of that entirely.
Yes. So when we come back, we're going to hypnotize Wrenn. Welcome back to Divine Time. Now we're going to hypnotize Wrenn. If you are watching this or listening, please do not drive or operate heavy machinery. Please find a safe spot to listen to this. Now, Wrenn, I want you to find a spot on the ceiling.
Okay.
And I want you to take 3 deep breaths from the bottom of your stomach and shut your eyes on that 3rd breath. Now, I want you to just give yourself permission to relax. Notice your back on the couch and how it's supporting you. Notice the pillow on the back of your head, your heels hitting the couch. And I want you to picture this calming purple light coming right into the top of your head, relaxing your forehead, your eyes, just feeling heavier and heavier, relaxing your cheeks, your jaw starts to release, relaxing your neck, feeling that calming wave of that purple, beautiful light coming down your shoulders, into your elbows, down to your hands, coming back up your arms, relaxing your chest. Just take a deep breath, giving yourself permission to relax. Relaxing your upper back, this calming purple light coming down through your stomach, your lower back. Releasing your hips, coming through your quads and your hamstrings, down through your knees, your shins and your calves, down into your ankles, your feet. And I want you to picture little faucets on the end of your fingers and toes, and I want you to continue to take deep breaths and just push out anything that does not serve you right now, that is not that calming purple light. I want you to picture yourself and continue to push it out until you just see yourself as purple. Now I want you to notice and picture right in front of you, there's the staircase, 21 stairs, beautiful staircase with nice armrails to hold on to. And we're gonna walk down this staircase on 20, 19, 18, down 17, down 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Deep sleep. Now, in this calm, relaxed state, I want you to picture this door in front of you. We're gonna walk up to this door, and this door is to your garden. And it's only your garden. And I want you to tell me what this door looks like.
It's purple. It's acrylic. It's kind of modern. And it's a little see-through.
Now we have this purple acrylic modern door in front of us. And we're gonna walk through this door on 3, 2, 1, 0. Deep sleep. Now we're inside your garden. I want you to take a look around. See all the green, all the colors. Feel and see the calmness. And I want you to notice that there's a path in front of you. And I want you to continue to walk on this path. And I want you to notice that you're going to have a visitor show up. And when that visitor shows up, I want you to tell me,
he's trying to get in, but it's like I won't let him in. Like he's right outside of the acrylic.
the acrylic. But you don't want to let him in?
No, I want to let him in.
Then you can let him in. Let him in.
He's in.
And he has a message for you.
He says, I love you and you're doing great.
And this is your brother? I want you to give him a big hug.
He's hugging me already. He's telling me that he tries to talk to me all the time. And sometimes I miss it. But he's really proud of me and he's sorry that he left. And then he's always with me. And that when I hear that voice in my head that's his, that it really is him, even though I question it sometimes. And that it's okay to tell people that I hear his voice in my head, that I'm not crazy. And that I can help other people talk to their passed on loved ones. And he's telling me to call my mom because she's having a hard time today. They share a birthday. Their birthday is on Sunday. He's telling me that we can connect anytime I want. He's telling me that he likes my necklace. And he's telling me to keep creating and to not give up. And that I don't give myself enough credit for how talented I am. And that he's constantly in awe of me. And he's hugging me again. And he's thanking me for how much I helped him. And he says he appreciates when I write in my journal about him. And that every time I talk out loud, that he hears it. And he's sorry if I don't receive the signs fast enough, but I need to learn patience in all aspects of my life. And he's saying that he's connected and he's sent you to me. And he's saying that there's a project I'm working on with his name, and that it's going to be really big, and that I just need to finish it. And he's saying that I need to check on my brother. He's feeling sad. My sister's gonna be fine. I don't need to worry about her as much as I do. But I need to worry about my brother a little more. and I need to call him more. He's gonna be okay, but I need to reach out. And he's saying that he's gonna be with me and my mom and my sister when we go to Texas, and that he's excited for us. And he's saying that he was with me and Lindy, his ex-girlfriend, in Miami, and that we made him laugh, and that he's really happy that we're friends. And it warms his soul to see us together.
Does he have any light to share about how you feel about being perceived?
Yeah, he's like laughing at me and saying that I'm silly and that this is silly. Like, you were never like this. He said he's having a hard time understanding that I have this fear of being perceived because it doesn't come across that way, but he understands, and that he's referencing some text messages that he sent me before he died, where he told me not to worry about anything anybody else says, because they're the ones that say hateful stuff. They're not happy with their own lives. And he's referencing those text messages that he sent me, like he's holding up a phone and he's showing it to me. And he's like, listen to this. And there's a lot of light around him. Mm-hmm. He's like smiling and like really happy. And I feel like he's like putting his light on me. And we're sharing the purple light.
Beautiful.
And it really feels like I'm with him.
You are.
And he's telling me that I have so many good, positive things to look forward to. And that I need to trust my intuition more, because it's always right.
Do you believe him?
Yeah, I do.
Do you believe him about how you shouldn't worry about being perceived?
Yeah, I do. I know he's right. He's laughing at me because he likes to be right.
Okay.
He looks the same, but he's like more angelic. And he said that there's light around me always, that I just have to find the light every day. And the way that I see the world depends on my attitude.
And can he give you some of his attitude?
Yeah, he's like, he has so much forgiveness in his heart. And so much, like, there's nothing negative about him. It's all so positive, and there's just so much love around him. And so it's like, it's no room to accept negativity. I don't know how to describe it any other way.
No, that makes sense.
I feel like I'm having a hard time with my words to describe like the positivity coming off of him, but it's not possible for him to accept negativity.
It's all divine.
Yeah.
So I want you and him to come up with something, a symbol or something that you can use to bring in your brother's energy when you feel that you're getting in your head too much, or the way you want to be perceived.
Okay.
Make a symbol with him.
A purple butterfly.
A purple butterfly. And you and him are with this purple butterfly right now. And I want you to place it somewhere in your body.
Okay.
And now I want you to thank your brother for coming today.
He is smiling and laughing. He said it's his pleasure.
And ask him if we can come back and visit him.
He says, yes, I can come anytime. He said it's beautiful there, but I have a purpose on the earth that I have to fulfill, and that my intuition is right, and I'm on the right path.
So you're on the right path, your intuition is right. Take that through your whole body, feel it through your whole body. Know it, see it, believe it.
Mm-hmm.
We're letting go of that old perception. We don't care what people think because our brother is right. You and him together, he is always with you. I want you to bring up that butterfly, that purple, beautiful butterfly. Bring it up. Bring it up some more through your body. Bring it up. Bring it up. Now, I want you to thank your brother for coming again and give him a hug.
Thank you for coming, Harper.
We're going to watch Harper walk away. We'll be back. I want you to just take a nice deep breath from the bottom of your stomach. Breathe out. Another deep breath in your stomach and breathe out. Now I want you to think about something that you and your brother used to always laugh about.
Okay.
That you guys used to always laugh about.
Okay.
And I want you to bring that humor through your heart.
Okay.
Up through you. Now bring that purple butterfly. Knowing that your intuition is right. That you are kind and on a mission to help people, to make them laugh in a world where we need it. And that's a beautiful thing. On 0, picturing that butterfly, that purple, beautiful butterfly. On 1, feeling very physically and mentally calm and relaxed. On 2, venting out anything you need to tonight in your dream. On 3, starting to feel yourself, feel this happiness of a wave of happiness coming over you. feeling yourself smile. The more you try not to smile, the more you smile. And on 4, wiggling your toes and fingers and remembering where you left your body. And on 5, eyes open, wide awake. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Wrenn about her hypnosis.
Whoa.
Welcome back to Divine Time. We're going to talk about Gwen about her hypnosis.
That was wild. Oh my God. Oh, holy shit. That was crazy. I hear my brother's voice in my head a lot. Like it's like this voice in like the right side of my brain. And like when I'm falling asleep, he's talking to me and it's his funny self, you know? He was very charismatic. He told a lot of jokes. He loved to dance around, loved music. And so it's like this version of him that's like laughing and playing around, but he's telling me serious things. But in my mind, I'm like, this is crazy. Yeah. Like a dead person is not fucking talking to me right now. Like, what the fuck? And so I think I'm crazy all the time. And I like, you know, I'll tell my boyfriend, I'm like, he's talking to me and he's like, but I can't describe like what just happened when you hypnotized me was like, it was like a done deal. Like there was no opportunity for me to guess if it was real or not. It just was. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. Yes.
Like I felt like I was in front of him. Like I was aware. I had full control of my body. I could move my hands. It wasn't like I was like out cold or anything, which is what I was expecting. I was expecting to like uncontrollably just be like saying shit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that. It was a calmness, and it was like, everything's okay. Like I almost felt like I was dead. Not dead. That's not a right word to say. What I imagine it feels like to transition, or when you're about to transition, like if you have like a near-death experience, but then the like God or whoever's on the other side of the gates is like, no, it's not your time yet. It's time to go back.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. Yes.
That was wild.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to enjoy that. Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I want to like give you a hug. Like that was so helpful for me.
Yes. So how did it feel finally seeing your brother?
It like really happy that I felt like he was like a little frustrated with me at first because he's like, hello, bitch, I've been trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know? And, but then he like understood, like there was no animosity or hostility or bad vibes. It was just like very good vibes. He was very calm. He was like this like wise sage.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird because he's 8 years younger than I am. But it felt like he was older.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, that totally makes sense.
I don't know. I feel like a wacko like talking about this.
They're,
but like
they're wise. I mean, when you know, you're not on this earth plane, you're connected to more of your whole conscious.
Yeah.
So he has more of his self inside of him, so he's wiser.
Yeah, and it felt like he was just so confident. You know, a true confident person doesn't have to be so like loud and abrasive. You know, it's like a very quiet confidence. He just was. He is.
It's like a stoic.
Yeah, like a stoic. Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was super crazy. He was in my body, sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what happens when people channel and someone comes in. They come partly in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it felt, it was very different than like when because I don't know, what do you call it? Clairvoyance, clairaudience? Like, what is the clairaudience one? Is the like just the voice?
Yes.
I've never seen him like that before. Like I've been to psychic mediums before, and I have this one friend who's a medium, and she can't hear anything, she can only see.
Okay.
So she like does this like thing with the notepad where she's like writing a bunch of stuff, and then afterwards she sort of like it's just like describing what she's seeing, but there's no words.
Yeah.
She can only see. And I sort of can only hear him. Okay. So it was like weird, and I don't know what you can, if you can see and hear.
I can do both.
You can do both, which is very apparent because I felt like you were just like giving your gift to me for a second.
Yeah, exactly. This is actually something that's been developing as a medium myself, that I'm able to hold the space for people's loved ones to come talk to them.
What a gift you are to this earth. Like that was so cool.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start crying again. That was so beautiful. His birthday is on Sunday, so I've been like really emotional.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just like not knowing what to do. Like I was gonna make a cake for him, so dumb. But like
No, it's not.
I was gonna do it, and I probably still am. And now, like, now I know, like, he's, like, really here to, like, have the cake instead of just, like, making it for a person who's
Yes,
not
exactly.
there.
And you know what I thought was really cool? You were telling me this story about how your necklace and how it was this, you know, you felt like he was talking to you like, yeah, you can accept this necklace. And then he brought it up.
Yeah, he was like, I
He said,
like
your
your necklace.
necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, did I tell you that before we started
Yes.
filming about, I can tell it again if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want me
sure.
to. The necklace, I had a dream one night about him and my friend Kaylee, who gave me the necklace, and she and I had sort of like, not a falling out, but just like a fight or whatever, and we had started like talking again, and I had a dream that Harper and I were at the beach, and we were just having fun talking, you know, shooting the shit, whatever. And the next day I checked the mail, and she sent me this necklace with his name, and I very much felt like he was giving me permission to, like, she's a good person, she has good intentions, it's safe for you to be friends with her.
Yeah.
And he loved her, you know.
Yeah.
On his Instagram, he, like, only has pictures of his family and then her.
Aww.
So I thought that was cute and funny.
So he likes the necklace.
Yeah. I'm so impressed with, like, I keep saying like a lot. I'm so impressed with your ability to tap in, and you just have this calmness about you. It's also very wise. Okay, I will say this. When I saw him with the purple light, and he was like, it was a bit of your calmness too. Sort of like the way that you're just calm here. Mm-hmm. He was sort of had that calmness too.
Yeah, yeah. It's when you're in that spiritual mode and you're in that, it's kind of like you're in your power.
Yeah.
But it's not like power like, yo, I'm powerful. It's just,
yeah,
you're in your own power. There's no ego attached to it.
That's what it is. No ego whatsoever.
Yes.
But still, he had a sense of humor. I think it made sense for me too, because that's something that it's like the very thing that I struggle with is like, okay, well, if you're truly like a kind, compassionate, good person, you know, can you tell jokes still? In the fact that he was very stoic, very wise, but also was sort of cracking jokes with me. And I didn't say it out loud, but when he was like, when you told me to imagine something that we used to laugh at together, he said our other brother.
So you were laughing at your other brother.
We were laughing at our other brother, which is like kind of mean, but like, you know, at the same time, it's like, it's okay to make those jokes.
It is. And we need that humor.
Yeah, because the two of us, we used to laugh at my sister and my brother.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for coming to Divine Time. Please follow us, like us on The Natural Mind on TikTok and Instagram, and my website is thenaturalmind.com. I'm Missy Sunseri, your host. Have a wonderful day.